Welcome to the Earworm podcast, where we spin the wheel to find out who gives the weekly spiel. I'm Godzilla Guy 47.
And I'm Logahart.
I'm Overcast, also known as Lennon.
And I like men.
And we are about to spin the wheel. Spin that wheel, baby. Hit it.
This is
All
Spin.
the
wheel is
audio
spinning.
listeners
The
out
wheel
there,
is
it's
spinning.
spinning.
Oh,
It's spinning.
oh.
spinning.
Oh no! Oh, Travis.
just-
Let's
Travis.
go.
Logahart gets his spot stolen.
Oh,
Travis.
All right.
What is our
Let's
topic?
right in.
What is our
What's
weekly
the topic?
spiel?
What is the
Weekly
spiel?
spiel.
what is the weekly spiel?
So our spiely hop
Mhm.
is we're gonna be talking about how many dogs we could take in a fight.
Travis.
No.
This topic
Travis.
is slightly.
Hey.
Okay.
Don't
So I'm getting
disrespect it,
bashed.
come
I'm
on.
getting bashed by top. Okay, I'll make another one.
No.
I'll make another one. No, I'll make another one.
Hey.
No, shut up.
Hey.
I will make another one.
I'm okay with this question.
Here's the topic. Here's the topic.
Okay.
So, this is going to be a quick segment of a game we all play
Mhm.
called Would You Rather.
Oh.
Oh god.
So this one goes out to my people. I'm like the host of this little segment here, this game show.
Okay.
So would you guys rather fight a dog?
This sounds very similar to another topic that I've recently heard.
or
Bless.
die.
Fight a dog. I could just
Or
fight a little
die.
poodle.
Well,
Yes, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't have a good topic. I think someone should take this. From me.
I got the fucking topic. I got the topic.
Yeah, but if
and
it's
the wheel has spoken.
The wheel's spoken.
The wheel
though.
has
Well
spoken,
spoken.
and the
You were-
wheel has told us.
This is why I don't
Before
like
you
the
were
wheel.
all like,
This is why I
you
don't
were
like
like,
the fucking
"Listen."
wheel.
I got a topic. You were like, I got a topic. I'll find something. I'll think of something on the spot when I get picked.
I
You've been picked.
uh,
Yet, you are here. You've come to class without a finished, completed paper.
and my pants down. Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
But
That being said, I think I like where you're going with this. Dogs.
dogs. We
What
love dogs.
is we? So when it's not just about dogs, we're fighting dogs. Do you want to know our stories where we've had to fight dogs before?
I guess that's where I was going at first. Was we're gonna go
Like
You
how
know.
many dogs
about the
have we
encounters that
hit?
we have fought. How many? I have one personally.
have you
This
ever
dog
kicked your
I
dog?
fought. No.
Have you ever used your dog as like a footrest?
Yeah.
How dare you? How
I mean,
dare you?
I think that's
What?
pretty acceptable.
Using
Yeah.
your dog as furniture? It's a living, breathing creature. You need to treat it with love and respect, not like
not for long.
Or,
Well,
this is, I don't know.
I
Oh,
feel like
falling apart, guys.
I have
here-
a topic. I have a
Whoa, whoa,
topic.
whoa.
I have a topic.
No, I
have a-
think
I have a
I,
topic.
I think
stop
that
with
the
this
idea.
heresy. There is
This
no
is
other
we
we
are-
topic.
the first
we are
time.
riding
The wheel-
this dog train
the
until the
wheel
end
has
of fucking
spoken.
time.
The wheel has
Unfortunately,
spoken,
the wheel has
okay?
spoken.
I
wheel has
hate the wheel. The wheel doesn't work.
And the wheel wants to talk about kicking dogs in an alley.
Hey, this isn't. Now you're acting like you got picked with the wheel. I don't think you did.
I said nothing about animal abuse.
The wheel didn't choose you. I think
Yeah, I
if I were to guess what Travis was trying to allude to with animal encounters, just the topic would be something about animal encounters. Could be something in the wild. Could be anything. Well, just a time that you encountered
Yes.
an animal and you
Yes.
had to, you know, your
You had to
skills
kick
and
them.
strength was tested in
Okay.
that moment. You
Your
know.
bravery, your
Okay.
courage, your determination, your will, your
Your-
grit.
Your own animal instinct was tested
How hard
against
do you
said
have
animal.
to kick the dog in the story?
Why
for
are we
it to
kicking
be-
dogs?
Listen, if you wanna pick a dog kicking story, you can tell about kicking dogs all you want. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that because I haven't. I know for a fact, Drew, that you have a story for this because you, believe it or not, put a hamster in a microwave before. Okay, I know.
whoa,
I know
whoa.
this
Like
applies to you.
gasp?
Hold on.
He
No.
what?
We thought
I
we
wasn't
already
gonna
know
say
about.
anything.
We can't act surprised.
I don't really appreciate this slander,
But it's
Mhm.
true.
especially on a public platform like our podcast.
Mhm.
I currently do not have any comment at this time.
I have a topic.
Neither does the hamster, but
Logan, can you
That's-
shut up?
I have a topic.
We have our
We're
top.
doing a topic right now.
This topic sucks ass. Yeah, what?
You can't just say
what?
that.
What animal have you verbally or physically abused?
That's not the topic.
That's not the
That's
topic.
what it's becoming.
why do you keep on bringing it back to abuse, man? The way it works.
That's all it is. Drew,
This
what
isn't-
was
it's just-
just tell
We're just
us
trying to
about
have a
that.
wholesome conversation
Just
about
tell us
animal
about that
encounters.
time that you killed
Yeah.
a hamster.
It doesn't have to be a negative story.
I can't help that
doesn't-
Drew microwaved the hamster. That was his prerogative. That's his
Oh,
thing.
Let's
Oh,
let's
Dial
not
it
throw
back.
around things. Let's not be too hasty.
okay.
All right.
All right.
We don't have the fact in the
Yeah.
in that matter.
What are
I
the
think-
facts?
The facts
I don't know
are
if
the facts are I had a hamster and now I don't.
Ooh.
Everything other than that, well, that's really all that's important in the story. It doesn't really matter like how that happens. It's just unfortunate, you know.
Mhm.
It was
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I do think there may be better stories to tell. I don't know if I think the hamster story might have to wait. Honestly, I
gonna
know
be
I brought it up
honest.
and I accused you, but that's not an encounter. That's
don't-
a
It kind of is, though. It kind of works.
I don't have
it
a
might-
story that I can think of.
You've never seen an animal before?
and
No,
that's
no, no,
that you gotta.
I don't even remember the original question. If I'm being honest, I thought it was
Okay.
like, what, like,
Wait.
when have you physically abused an animal before or something?
Yeah, I think we need to hear it from the man himself. We keep on trying to interpret it like Travis's hieroglyphs here. Let him cook himself. Let him speak. What is the question?
Start
There
us
was-
off.
So,
You started.
so there was no question, and Lennon had already described what I was thinking there. So I was just gonna say, we could talk about these encounters, maybe spooky encounters, maybe scary, maybe wild, maybe we kill them. Encounters with animals. Maybe we put them in microwaves.
Encounters with animals. There's nothing
Yeah.
else. Nothing
else.
like
Just like
it-
what exciting, what's
Yeah.
maybe like a cow ran you over when you were 3 years old,
Oh.
and then you permanently had one leg shorter than the other, and now you can't walk.
Well, there was
Did
this
that happen
one
to you?
time.
No.
There was this one time where
Whoa.
like I saw like a cow giving birth to another cow, and like you saw all of the juice like coming out.
Is that where they get
Ah.
milk from?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So,
this is a great story. I think you should
yeah,
continue.
that's
That is
disgusting.
that is
that
where
the
the
cow was
story
giving birth
ends.
Okay,
to
so
another
one
cow.
time. Okay,
I
I'm gonna
can't
start us
believe
off
that
with a
cow
real
would
story.
do that.
Shut up, bitch.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so one time in preschool, we had to go to this farm, and as like a field trip, and there was this cow, and everyone got turns milking the cow
Oh, no.
by the udders. You know, they took it and they squeezed, right?
Mhm.
So what happened is we're all there, everything's going fine, and then it comes my turn, right? So I see this cow, this chocolate cow. It's brown, so chocolate milk, and I start squeezing its titties, and
Mhm. Oh, well, as
and
you should.
and the milk starts coming out, as it does, and
Mhm.
it's going. It's like a fire hose, right?
Oh yeah.
And I fill up this bucket of milk, and everyone's like, "Yeah, you did it! You milked the cow!" And then I was told not to walk behind this cow, uh, for a reason that I'll get into. But I was told not to walk behind it, but I did anyway, and it shat on me.
It
Oh.
shat on you?
Wait, so did it did the shat enter the bucket?
No, no, I just walking behind it because that's where I just try to get back to my people, and it
Yeah.
My tribe.
it projectiled me.
Oh.
It hit me.
Wow.
It sniped me, and
It sniped you.
it was awful.
Okay.
You guys,
Well, I think that's a.
you guys never been shat on by
So
an animal? I had an animal.
No.
I had an animal shit on my floor in college. His name was Joe.
That-
But
maybe
that's a
that's-
story for
That's a
another
story
time.
for
That's a
another
story
time,
for
yeah.
another day. That's a story for another day.
Yeah, I
That-
think I
that-
actually have a good animal encounter to share.
Mhm.
This goes
Before
back.
that animal encounter, any reactions to Travis's story? Any questions or comments?
Well,
No,
I mean,
Mr.
frankly, I guess to
Burns.
answer the previously posed question, no, I haven't had another animal physically defecate on my person,
Mhm.
but I'm sure it wasn't a pleasant experience, although certainly a memorable one at that.
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine there would be a much enjoyment out of that. So I
No.
do apologize that you had to go through that, and I'm sure it was
Yeah.
quite traumatic.
It was.
I can't imagine how you must feel today.
Yeah.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
I do have a question. So, would you just would you rather that day like nothing weird happen? Because you know days go by all the time like they're nothing. You
Mhm.
have nothing burger days. But
Yeah.
you sir, you have an extraordinarily horrible day because you were splattered with sickly fluids.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Not the first time.
don't you think that day just became a little more special because you had that experience?
I do think so. I do think so. I think I've
I
had a
mean,
lot of days like that.
I don't want to step on anyone's toes with any like trauma and stuff, but like,
I've had a lot of days like that. A lot of days where it's like, oh, that was awful that happened, but it's funny.
Mhm.
That's what I like to. I always like to, like, whenever something happens. Usually, if something bad happens, I like to think like, oh, okay, that's kind of funny. You gotta like
yeah,
take a step.
yeah.
Like at the end of the day, just laugh at it because it's gonna make it a little better at least.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
can easily start wallowing in self pity and be like, this cow just fucking shit on me, man. Like
Yeah.
that
Or
sucks. Or be like, that's pretty silly. Kind
or
of
you could be
goofy.
like, Or you could eat it, start licking it off you, and man up.
Whoa,
Whoa.
Like a pussy.
Whoa.
Don't like that.
chocolate ice cream.
Uh,
Don't
Free
like
chocolate
that
ice cream.
mentally.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I was rooting for you all the way, and then
Had me, and then you
Who said I
lost.
didn't like it? I never said I didn't like it. Come
I
on.
think
Something went horribly
you
awry.
might have lost me somewhere in there. I'm just not really sure exactly where.
All right, but anyone else have stories?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back to London. Yeah, you're
So
so
story.
sorry for.
I got a good story for this animal encounter. This is an encounter with a small animal, like a very small animal. So I live, well, at least, I mean, not right now because I'm in college, but my parents back home, my mom, we live out in the country in Minnesota, and we have like a house, and then we have like a shed that's kind of in our backyard, like a little bit away from the house. And before it was like pretty like I guess gross, but like not really fully built shed. So you had like dirt floors and everything like that. And we would have mouse problems. And my
Oh, no.
stepdad, he won't admit it, but he's absolutely terrified of mice. Hates the things.
Oh no.
So anytime there was a mouse encounter, he would do everything physically possible to stop it and kill it dead in its tracks because he wasn't gonna let those things live and multiply. So once we were down there working on something, I don't know what it was, but all of a sudden a mouse comes flying out from like one of the drawers or some place behind a corner in the shed, and he freaks out. He's like, "Oh, I gotta find a mouse! I gotta find kill it!" So he gets a broom, like one of those like big wide shop brooms, and he starts like cornering the thing. I'm like, "Well, what do you want me to do? Like, I didn't got nothing for me." He hands me a fire poker, like
what
one
the
that you
fuck
like
is a
tend
fire
to a
poker?
fire. Like something you like tend to a fire with. It's literally just
Yeah.
like a piece of
Is
metal
it kind of
with
just
like
like a metal spear?
Oh,
yeah, pretty much just a metal spear. It's stuff that you like
Yeah.
move logs around in a fire and everything.
Okay.
Hmm.
He's like, "Get it." I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna get it," but it runs underneath like this storage thing we have outside, and it's just underneath there, terrified as hell, probably because it's like Jesus Christ. He was minding his own damn business, and all of a sudden he's getting hunted down and assassinated. But
Mhm.
he moves it, he gets it out, and the most brilliant thing I think I've ever done happens. Now, I've never played hockey. Ever.
Oh,
Right?
oh no.
Fucking. Where is this
But-
going?
Being born and living and growing up in Minnesota, I have some hockey DNA just in me because that's where I'm from. So there's some hockey in me somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
all of it was mustered in
And I
this
saw the
moment
puck.
of just a couple seconds. This mouse comes flying. I don't think he realizes where he's going, but he's coming right for me. And I hit the most beautiful slap shot on this mouse. I mean, Alexander Ovechkin, eat your heart out. That kind of stuff. Like, I fucking pummeled this thing. Boom! And he goes flying across the gravel. Like he goes like 10 feet. Barrel rolling. And I guess I killed him. He was dead.
Okay.
My God.
Yeah, I guess I fucking murdered him.
And you guys think I'm cruel?
Yeah, that was
But,
brutal.
I mean,
oh,
yeah,
man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my animal encounter.
I have
It
no
wasn't really scary for me, but it certainly was for that poor mouse.
Yeah.
Are we? I'm not sure if that's really an encounter for you, or if it's more like an encounter for the mouse.
Yeah, it was a horror movie for the mouse.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Bro got hit by
Oh, no.
prime Wayne Gretzky over here.
Why do I have
Yeah.
I saw a cow giving birth, and then you've just got like I used the mouse as the hockey puck actually, and then Travis is like I got shat on from a cow's ass
Well,
cheeks.
Well,
But it was-
typically,
That's
when you're
crazy.
playing hockey, when you hit the puck, it doesn't die.
That is true.
Ooh,
You
true.
killed your puck.
But I can't even
shit.
like express how perfect the form was. There was a follow through and everything. Like it was a beautiful moment. Like me and my stepdad celebrated for like 5 minutes because we were like, oh my god, did you see that? Oh, that was the coolest thing ever. Did you see that? And I don't think I've ever that was essentially my peak in life, in as far as
Mm.
athleticism goes, like
Oh, yeah.
precision,
Mhm.
Mhm.
hand-eye coordination,
You will never
reaction
reach
time.
that moment again, is what you're saying.
No, that was like prime. That
Okay.
I won't reach that moment
Damn.
That
ever
was
again.
peak.
And how old were you
Was
when this
it-
happened?
was in, like- This was in like middle school. I
How
think
long
like
have you been degraded
8th or
for?
9th
Yeah.
grade or something like that.
Mhm.
No
Middle
way,
school or
bro.
high school.
Peaked in middle school.
Jesus Christ.
As
far as that goes.
That is a beautiful story.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was.
It's like hearing your friends tell the story of their first hole in one. You know?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was on that same level, I'd say.
Except with like
Yeah.
a dead mouse carcass. Was it
Yeah.
like a blue ball? Like was the mouse like
Huh?
blue?
What?
Or
What?
was it green
Wait.
maybe?
Logan, what are you saying?
It like a hockey
Balls?
puck, right?
How?
Hockey pucks are black.
Why would it be blue? Why would it be green?
Why well ask yourself this, why wouldn't it be blue, right?
That's
I guess they aren't.
no.
Do you know what a hockey
They're
puck looks
blue.
like?
No,
Logan?
no.
Have you
I-
even seen anything that's not your
I've-
computer screen?
I've seen a hockey. What the fuck? I've seen a hockey puck before.
Okay.
It's a little cylinder, but it's very
Dude.
small. You know, it's very.
Oh, I think I know what the problem.
But it can also be blue if you use your imagination.
I mean,
Yeah, if I use
maybe.
my imagination, I'm a genius. Like what?
Mhm. Now I had a topic.
I have
before,
a story.
if I will. Oh,
I have
No,
an animal encounter.
I
Yeah,
thought you
Drew,
had,
you
you had
really-
the
An
hamster
actual-
one,
Yeah,
right?
Drew- Listen to his
That
story.
wasn't my story. That was Lennon's.
Yeah,
That's right.
I didn't bring it up.
Logan, what? Come on, get your
I
head in the
wanna-
game, man.
I know.
This is insane.
All right.
Lo-
You think I
Logan
would
hates
bring
this
that up
topic
with the
I
so
do
much.
not like this topic. This is a very weird topic.
This topic's
I don't
great.
think
Okay.
it's a bad topic.
I think.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you guys ready
I'm
for the
ready.
story?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I think it was the summer of probably
Oh, shut up.
2017.
Oh,
No, 2018. And at our school, we have this thing at the end of the month where we don't have the normal core classes anymore, and it's like called a May term. So for just the entire month of May, you just choose one class and choose one or two classes, and you either do two like half day classes or one full day class. Now, me and Lennon were in a hiking and outdoors class together that year, and on this specific day, um, we were going to be kayaking down the Cannon River all together.
Well, I just want to interject
Um,
and say I'm so happy you're telling this story.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but so naturally, we, me and Lennon, pair up and we get like a tandem kayak to, go down the river with. And at this time, we were really into those. Remember, like Wilford Brimley?
Who?
Wilford Brimley. There is like a YouTube poops. If you remember that
I-
term, YouTube poops of this guy named Wilford Brimley.
I don't
And
remember.
he had this ad for this company called Liberty Medical. People just kind of memed them, meme edited him,
It's like
and
the diabetes meme.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
diabetes. Yep.
Okay.
And we would quote like the edits on like a daily basis at that point. So we're quoting the YTP, and then we're not paying too much attention, and like there's like a rogue tree that's kind of like fell down into the water. Like it didn't fall down in front of us; it was already down. But we're trying to paddle to get out of the way, but we weren't nearly fast enough. Um, and as we're coming closer, start to see these like weird things in the air next to like the branches and stuff, and it turns out it is covered in cobwebs, completely covered in cobwebs. And we go through like the branch and the cobwebs, and once we go through it, there's like 10 spiders all over me, crawling on me.
Oh.
I
Oh my
freak the hell
God.
out, scream, jump out of the kayak into the water.
Yeah, so drowning was
losing
like
a
a better.
and then I
Losing a
remembered
paddle
I
as
couldn't
I do this.
swim.
And Leonard's just trying to like back paddle so then he doesn't like get ahead of me.
Because it's
And I have
important to note that I'm up at the front, right? So I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, we're gonna hit a tree!" I like duck or something. I don't have any spideys on me, but then I
Yeah.
hear Drew not duck and hit the branches, and I turn around and he's
What the fuck
freaking
is
out.
that noise?
swatting the air, panicking, and then I watch as he throws the paddle and jumps overboard.
Yep.
Oh.
And at that point,
And
I didn't even know there were spiders yet. I just, for some reason, I saw him jump in the water, and I had no idea why, which was the goofiest part to me.
You know if they were just like regular spiders or were they like
no,
poisonous?
I remember them as pretty big,
Oh.
pretty big ones too. It was not good. It was not good at all to be me that day.
That's awesome.
So it was like so then it's important to note that this is a tandem. He kind of mentioned it. It's a tandem kayak, so both of us have paddles. But Drew has now lost his, so his paddle's gone. It's down the river. We're watching as it floats away, unable. I either choose to save Drew or save the paddle, and that was a tough decision. But I ultimately picked Drew, for better or for worse.
Yeah,
And-
definitely. Yep.
And it's not just us. There's like 20 people in this group, and the rest of them keep moving. They're gone.
Like
So
fuck
we're,
that.
like, on our own.
We're in the very
one
back.
paddle.
Yep.
One paddle. Up at the front, I have the one paddle, and then Drew's sopping wet in the back. And it took us, but it was like probably a 2-hour kayak like journey, and
Oh, yeah.
probably
No.
at least
Yeah.
half of it was after that point. So for most of it, it was one paddle, Drew wet, and us saying like, "All right, I'm eating ice cream and apple pie and my medicine, and
yeah.
people with early onset diabetes."
We didn't let it bring us down. Went straight back to the diabetes
Oh
And
fuck.
all the way through.
Yeah, everybody
it.
knew we were arriving because you could hear us screaming Wilford Brimley quotes before you could see us.
Yep.
Be great.
And I
That's
think
great.
they
That
did
was
get
a-
the paddle later down the
Oh
line.
yeah,
It ran into
someone
somebody.
picked it up.
Okay.
Probably knocked them over too.
Yeah, but I love that story so much. It's one of my all-time favorite moments.
When did that
Yeah.
even happen?
It
That
was like
was
sixth
eighth
or
grade.
eighth grade. Yeah.
It was 8th grade.
Oh. So how fast was this
Yep.
river moving?
That'd be fucking
'Cause, like-
terrible.
It was pretty fast.
I mean,
it
not-
wasn't like Not very fast, I guess.
Fast
Now that
enough
I
to where you
think
could
about it.
still swim in it had you fallen out. So it's not like Drew was
Okay,
going to
yeah.
drown or get swept away.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
it was like fast
Yeah.
enough to where the paddle was fast enough to where we couldn't catch up to it since I had to
Okay.
get Drew.
Mhm.
Okay,
So
that
it was
makes
like a
sense.
desperate choice.
It was like, I mean, Drew is going to be fine if I leave him and get the paddle, but then I would have to come back and get him and go upstream, which would just kind of suck.
Okay.
So I just
Yeah.
went for Drew and said, "Fuck the paddle."
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Anytime. I didn't know. I didn't even know what was going on. I look behind me and he's screaming and jumps in the water. I'm like, what the fuck happened? What was that all about?
I think it's important to know. It's probably obvious, but I am fucking terrified of spiders and bugs and
Mhm.
insects of any kind,
You know, like them
especially when
crawling
they're
over
on
you.
me. I don't mind just being around them, but like when they actually get on you, I'm like, no, no.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't even remember exactly the like events leading up to us hitting the tree. I think it was we were still. Well, I mean, we really never controlled that kayak too well as a team, anyways.
No, we didn't.
So maybe losing the paddle helped because you only had one guy in charge.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
think some kind of unintentional conflict led us straight for the tree, and
yeah.
we could not get out of the way.
Mhm.
I remember us being distracted about something, and then we didn't prepare for the tree in time.
I
Like we saw it
I,
there, but
I do remember making note of the tree when we saw it in the distance. Like, oh, that tree's like over like half the river. We should make sure we're on the left side of the river instead of the right, so we don't hit it. And then we ended up hitting
we
it.
just hit it anyway.
It was like target fixation
Right
or
in front
whatever,
of
where
us.
you go where you're looking at without
Yeah.
realizing. Like it was
Mhm.
Yeah.
that pretty much.
Mhm.
That's fucked. I don't have any like giant, like man. This was a near death experience. I got shit. I just saw two cows. They weren't even. They were just giving. No, one was just giving birth. One was watching. That was just very. It was very uncomfortable.
Was the cow watching your mom?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mm.
Logan, like you really don't have like
I
I hate
don't.
to be a Debbie Downer,
Mhm.
but you don't have anything more interesting as far as any animal story at all.
Not like you ran into one.
I
Like with your
genuinely
car, or-
can't think of anything. No,
It's like even today, I
Like,
almost hit a deer
it
in
could
the
be
road.
like, yeah,
Like I got a lot
uh,
of animal stories, dude. I'm
Like-
just
I don't have
surprised you
any.
have like none.
I don't
Me
have
too.
any.
One time,
Yeah.
like just
it
one
could
time,
be
I
like
thought
a pet story. Pets are animals.
All I remember is like very simple, basic. Like one time in
Birth.
middle school, I went into the butterfly lab and there were many butterflies there. And then I stuck my arm out, and then there were butterflies on me, and it was
See,
a very
that's a
cool
good story,
experience.
I hated the butterfly lab.
I
You hated
fucking
the
hate the
butterfly
butterfly
lab.
lab.
I hate butterfly rooms or houses or whatever.
Me too.
Butterflies are
like, the
Am I
worst.
scary.
surrounded by sociopath? You don't like the butterflies all over your body?
No,
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 I,
not at
Oh.
I had
all.
one on me when I was still
absolutely
leaving.
hate that.
I was like, oh, you don't
It
bite.
was
You don't
awful.
bite. And
It's
I
then
don't
like,
care if they bite. If you've ever seen a butterfly up close,
I
That's the
have.
problem. It's like that Spongebob episode where they have the butterfly in the bubble. You
This
know what
is
I'm talking about?
this is a fantastic segue into the topic I was going to talk about. If we want to divert,
Sir,
this
calm
is a
down.
fantastic. I have been
we'll
This
waiting.
is this is a
Here,
natural
sure.
change,
Yeah,
honestly.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
this
you
is a
could-
pretty
Oh,
natural change.
okay.
So, I actually can't believe
We'll
that
allow
this
it.
is so fucking natural. So, you know, I was thinking. I have a question for you gentlemen.
Okay.
This is gonna be a bit of a weirdo question because I'm sure that some of you, Travis, have never seen this show before, but I'm sure a couple of you have, and I have not either. But what would, if we were to make the series finale of SpongeBob, what would it look like? Because it's it's kind of deep in there. It's I would say that it's kind of at its older stage, and
The series finale.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, what exactly would that look like if we have a collective effort to make a series finale for these people that will never let SpongeBob go?
It's already happened. It's already been done. It's called the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
No. I mean like the show finale. The show is still running.
That was supposed to be the show finale.
The
In actual
SpongeBob
lore, like that was the creator's like
lore.
vision.
Well,
But-
Steven Hildenberg.
Yeah.
I
But
think.
say-
I think wasn't that the last thing that he worked on for the
They
show?
brought him back for a couple like seasons later, and he had a hand in the like sponge out of water one that they did like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But he wanted the show to actually end after the original SpongeBob SquarePants movie. He wanted that to be the finale.
That's
But
really
it made too much money.
interesting,
And
actually.
honestly, I think it's a perfect finale. It's a great-
I agree. It's
legitimately a
great
good movie.
I need to look
Yeah.
this up. Wait, what? What's the
SpongeBob SquarePants movie. That's a great just movie that you can always just put on if you want. And
Like, I'm sorry for ruining your
This
your little
what the
idea
fuck?
there, but
That's so weird. I'm talking about like a show. Yeah, like the film was originally intended to serve as a series. That's really bizarre, actually. Can you imagine if the fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, that atrocity was the series finale?
the live action one that they
That
did
has
years
nothing
ago.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the animated show.
What's
Well, that's the
that's
thing.
what I'm
It's
saying
like,
though.
What's
It's
the difference?
it's like with
It's
the
not
movie.
comparable, I don't think.
With the movie, well, like you could say the same thing about SpongeBob because it's a show, but then it's also a movie now with like the series finale. I get why that isn't the series finale because I wouldn't even say that is
I don't.
a series finale. It's more of like
That
just a cap
that
on like
is the series finale.
it's a movie. Like, what if you don't watch the movie?
I don't know why
just wanna watch the
you're
show.
against this. I'm gonna be honest here.
I don't know.
I'm kind of with Lennon.
I'm
be
making
honest.
I'm making some points that I think I don't know. I just making some points.
And that's valid. I think that's valid.
Mhm.
I'm just saying you're wrong.
I
Damn it.
wait. So I'm not sure if I'm understanding your point
Mhm.
correctly because the way you said it doesn't make that much sense in my mind. Like,
Okay.
what if you just not watch the movie? Then it's not the finale, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about we take that into any other show? What's another show that had an ending? Okay, like Adventure Time. That show had an ending. It had like a final episode. But what if I just didn't watch that episode?
Yeah, but I would
What
say
would the
like
finale be then?
with a
You
movie.
understand why that logic doesn't work?
Yeah, but like with a movie, it's like it's like a movie. It's like that doesn't make it doesn't feel like a series finale. I didn't watch SpongeBob movie and be like, huh, that feels like a show finale because it's like a show. So
Yeah, I never watched SpongeBob.
and yeah, Travis has never watched SpongeBob. So we're in weird water right here. But what I guess what I'm trying to say though is if the SpongeBob movie, let's say it didn't even exist, okay? Let's just say it didn't exist. Fuck it.
Say you haven't watched.
Let's
SpongeBob.
say that it doesn't exist. It's not. Remove it from your brain. It's gone. It's gone. You just get rid of it. Get rid of it. let's say that like once it's gone, like what exactly would you want the series finale to be?
The series finale
Hmm.
Of SpongeBob.
It can be
of
anything you
SpongeBob
want.
SquarePants.
Exactly.
Well, as someone who has never seen SpongeBob,
You've got
and
SpongeBob,
I know
Squidward.
like 6 of the characters maybe.
Mhm.
Uh, I think it'd be cool if like they recreated like 9/11.
What the
No.
No,
fuck?
wait.
In the
I
fucking
I
show?
actually agree. I
What
actually
the
agree.
fuck? What the fuck?
Hear me out. Hear me out on this. So
Okay.
the episode starts with the typical, SpongeBob and SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward hijinks. SpongeBob's really annoying. Squidward is getting mad, and it ends up with SpongeBob destroying Squidward's house, and he now has to move, which he doesn't mind doing. So he ends up going into an apartment complex, um, and it just so happens that there's a copy, like a pretty much a clone of the same apartment complex that's right next to, like, right across the street. Um, but SpongeBob, he's not done with Squidward yet. So SpongeBob goes to air like Mrs. Puff, and he says like, "I'm I'm ready. I'm ready for a promotion."
Hmm.
And he gets like a submarine biplane, and he takes it out, and he smashes the plane right into Squidward's apartment complex.
Then it
And
flashes on the
then
screen
the
9/11.
the tower comes down, and then it hits the other tower, and that comes down with it. And then there's a big, like the stock nuclear explosion in the ocean video, like what they would normally do,
I
in a
think
SpongeBob episode.
if you were to end
That's the end of
SpongeBob,
the SpongeBob SquarePants. That's the finale.
that's
Mhm.
too dark. It'd have to be a wholesome ending, which we got in the movie. It
Says
exists
that?
already. I can't ignore the fact that the movie is actually good. It has a ending. It's a great ending. It
Mhm.
could easily end the series. And Logan, you will not accept that for some reason. And I
Well,
have you even seen it? Yeah, you haven't even seen it.
I have seen it. I have seen it.
So you have seen it.
And
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying, like, if you have a movie, it's like
Mhm.
it has a certain label to it. It's like if you have, like, for example, Avatar: The Last Airbender is getting a movie very soon, actually, which I'm very excited about. Which isn't going to be like a series finale or anything, but if they were to be like, hey guys, we're going to have the series finale be a movie, it's like, well, that's kind of weird. Why not just make it a fucking episode like you've been doing this whole time? We know it for the show. I don't know the SpongeBob movie or SpongeBob SquarePants from the movie. I know it for the squid, fucking the mayonnaise line. What was it again? The Patrick. Asian man, Asianish. Yeah, I know that. That's from the
that's also
show.
that's from one of the best
Wait,
episodes of the show
Hmm.
ever.
Keyword show.
wait. Yeah.
Well, that's well,
This
okay.
obsession with bringing Avatar into this, I don't understand
It's the one thing I
where
can think of.
Avatar
It's
connects.
the one thing
But
I
I
can think
think
of.
It
there's a
could
big
not.
distinction.
There's
There's
no
a big deal
connection.
It's a
with the
Nickelodeon show, much like SpongeBob. It's
but it's not
animated.
SpongeBob. It's not like it's not even.
It's not
It's barely
SpongeBob.
the same.
I don't
SpongeBob is so
understand.
unique
I don't
that
understand.
like you could. if I were to compare SpongeBob to like another show, SpongeBob doesn't have much of a timeline, right? So I would compare
SpongeBob
SpongeBob to like
And Travis has
like
no idea what we're
Amazing
talking
World of
about.
Gumball. Like
Nope.
that's a SpongeBob comparison.
It's not that the genre is too different for the two shows to be compared, because we're not talking really about what goes on in the shows. We're just talking about how it would end,
Mhm.
right? But SpongeBob has not ended yet. Avatar has. It had its last episode. So
That's what I'm
bringing
saying.
it
Yeah,
up,
that's what I'm saying.
like,
So like
But
the like SpongeBob, like you said that it has technically ended, but it's like not really at the same time. Like
well,
people.
the thing
SpongeBob
is,
hasn't technically ended because they're still making the show.
but it's a
There is
shell of
no,
its former self. It doesn't.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, there is like the movie, which was the writer's finale, but Avatar had its shot, and nature selected them for extinction. Sorry, I just need
For
to.
extinction. It is
I needed
fucking
to
dead.
channel the Ian Malcolm uh, there. Um,
Mhm.
so Avatar is over, and you're talking about comparing the reboot movie.
It's not a reboot. It's not a reboot.
It's
It's
not a
just it's
reboot
not a
movie.
reboot. It's a continuation. It's the Zuko about fucking time. It's the Zuko movie. It's not a reboot. If it
Zuko.
were a fucking reboot, I would be so mad. The Netflix live action is a reboot, which I think is really good.
Now,
It's great.
I think that this.
This
I
is not
think
the answer I was expecting.
the animal stories was good. This was a cool detour, but this has been going on for a little bit.
That's been going
I
on for a little bit.
Yeah,
I think we start winding it down. I know we practiced the intro and we really still don't have an outro at all, but that'll come next week. We'll figure that out.
Do we need an
Um,
outro?
I think we do.
deserve it. You don't deserve it yet.
Yeah, you have to earn
We'll
that.
figure something out
You have
that's a
to
bit
earn
more
that.
congruent next time. That makes
At
a
100
bit more
subs.
sense.
100 subs to
100
get an
subs.
outro.
At
100
100
subs.
subs.
They
We
get
will
an outro.
not. We will not stop recording. We will not have an outro.